Welcome to A Better Today's Introduction to Substance Abuse Treatment. My name is Eric Schaefer. I'm a licensed substance abuse therapist in the state of Arizona. I'm also a lead clinician at A Better Today. Let's begin. Many people enter treatment thinking they don't have a problem with drug and alcohol abuse, and some believe the only reason they've been forced into treatment is because they've been caught. Addiction doesn't begin when you realize you have a problem. The addiction begins the moment your brain associates the drugs and alcohol as a good thing. Not just a good thing, but the best thing ever. Drugs and alcohol begin to be used to cope with stress from a long day or the thing you do that starts your day off just right. That's when the addiction starts. A Better Today is not here to force you into anything. What we're here for is to educate you on addiction as a disease, teach you how you can overcome the cravings that have enslaved you, and provide you with an effective treatment plan that'll help you remain sober and enhance the quality of your life. Abusing both legal and illegal drugs. Substance abuse is commonly defined as overindulgence in a substance that can be considered addicting by leading to a payoff or a desirable change in a mood state that can cause us to repeat a behavior to the point where there are negative consequences and continue to do so despite those negative consequences. Let's break it down to get a better understanding. Key concepts to point out in this definition. The word overindulgence. To overindulge means to experience in excess. For example, if your doctor writes you a prescription for OxyContin and the prescription bottle suggests you take a certain amount in a certain time frame, taking more within shorter periods of time can be considered overindulging. The word behavior. Knowing that substance abuse alters our normal behavior is a key indicator that the brain is changing and that these changes can be greatly influential on the way you perceive yourself, your life, and those around you. Alcohol and drugs that can be abused can be categorized by how they affect our central nervous system or the brain. Categories include stimulants, depressants, narcotics or opioids, hallucinogens, cannabis, inhalants, anabolic steroids, and more. Within most of these categories, there are drugs that are perfectly legal but create such a significant change in mood that the desired effect is sought after again and again. Again, substance abuse involves indulging or having in excess amounts. This is why some of those drugs that fall under those categories can be legal and still be addictive. It is that behavior of abuse that tricks us into indulging. Substance abuse is not an exact science, and the harmful effects can vary widely from person to person. For that reason, treatment needs to be individualized and comprehensive. Each person experiences drug and alcohol abuse differently. Therefore, a custom treatment is the best treatment solution. It's also important to remember the things that can play a role in how susceptible you are to substance abuse, such as trauma, environment, social circles, social status, genetics, upbringing, family dynamics, and stress. An individual may receive a prescription for opioid pain medication, use them appropriately and as prescribed, never seek a refill, and never develop a dependence on it. For others, it may mark the beginning of a devastating addiction that will lead to serious consequences. Or a person may be able to come home after work, have a drink or two to relax and unwind at the end of the day, and never experience any serious consequences. While others, such as those recovering from alcoholism, cannot seem to limit their drinking to a drink or two and may find themselves in jail, in the emergency room, or draining their family's bank account after days or weeks of uncontrolled drinking. Commonly used legal drugs include alcohol, tobacco, prescription medications like over-the-counter cold remedies, pain pills, ADHD medications, or benzodiazepines. Commonly used illegal drugs include marijuana, cocaine, heroin, amphetamine, methamphetamine, and designer drugs or club drugs. Abuse of substances, both legal and illegal, has been increasing over the last few decades. Today's advanced technology, the substances that people are abusing, that can be extracted, concentrated, or manufactured, and altered to be strong or potent. So potent that these chemicals become so addictive that one encounter could lead to a downward spiral of addiction and abuse. Just one encounter and your brain wants to indulge and depend on this substance because it thinks it's good. Would you believe that over 60% of all deaths from overdoses are attributed to prescription drug abuse? Opiate-based prescription drug abuse contributes to over 17,000 deaths a year. ABT does not tell you this to scare you. but to educate you. We want to empower you to overcome what you're going through and provide you with the knowledge so that you can achieve your full potential in life. With a Better Today, you'll learn the necessary tools to avoid once again becoming dependent on drugs and alcohol. You'll learn how addiction is a disease that corrupts the reward system of the brain and influences you to adopt a drug-seeking behavior that costs you more than the money you make, but your health and sometimes your life. We'll show you a whole community of people who find life enjoyable without indulging in drugs and alcohol. Many people walk into rehab in a negative headspace, certain that they'll never find happiness in recovery and will always be that dark cloud that hangs over their head. Once you graduate from our program, you will see just how enjoyable your life can be without devoting your life to your next fix. Thanks for watching. Feel free to like, comment, and share, and subscribe to our channel. If you or a loved one is struggling with substance abuse, reach out today. Stay tuned for more videos.